Judge, so it sounds like she missed her blows when she was working. She's clean. I don't know if we can go do a test today to prove that. I did notice that we're set for jury trial on the 25th. The only issue I have with that is I didn't realize that I'm set for an ag assault out of Orange on the 24th. So I would be asking for a reset of that jury trial date. As far as the bond violations today, I've explained to her the importance of
No, we've done this before. This is our third time being back. It's unacceptable. I can't just let her go. Then I become an enabler and I'm telling her it's okay for you to do whatever you want to do. And it's not. You know, if you have an issue, you come up to here, you tell us what it is, and then we can resolve an issue. But I can't just let her go when it's a third violation. No, you're skipping test after test after test after test.
3 strikes, and you're out, or are you? This moment's a classic example of judicial frustration. Question for you all: at what point should leniency turn into tough love and repeat violation cases? Drop your take in the comments. Justice or enabling?
This is your third time back on bond violations. It's unacceptable. No. She goes with you. Sorry. You're skipping tons of tests. It's your third time coming back for bond violations. Unacceptable.
On the pleas on my son's graduation is coming. My son's graduation is coming. Please,
I'm not going to talk to you without your lawyer. You scare me. You know, all I asked you to do was not consume while you were on bond, and you were incapable of doing that. You know, the idea is that you learned something. I know that you say yes, I get it, but that you truly learn something, because yeah, this is the first here. How many times has it been in reality? You know, you have to understand that from now on, anytime you get pulled over, an officer will see this. If they smell alcohol on you, what do you think they're going to do? What?
I don't want to take a breath.
No.
Go take it in.
Right. That's what's most probably going to happen. And what we're doing today, the proverbial slap on the wrist, from now on, you are facing a minimum of 30 days in jail. The idea is that you learn to where if you're going to endanger yourself, okay, but don't endanger other people. God forbid you make some kind of catastrophic mistake where you're looking at 30 to 40, 50, 60 years, because every day it happens in Harris County. Every day someone dies from alcohol-related collision, and it's not fair when $30 will get you anywhere you want to go with one click of a button, man. You know what I mean?
Yes.
You give up a lot of rights by entering into this agreement today. What you're doing today is you're making a lifetime decision. So don't take it lightly, because once you plead guilty to this offense, there's no turning back. You cannot come back tomorrow, next week, 2 weeks and say, you know what? I changed my mind. I don't want to do this anymore. Once you plead guilty, it will go on your record. It's going to be there for the rest of your life. Do you understand? You give up a lot of rights by entering this agreement, Ms. Galindo. You give up the right to a trial, right to compel witnesses to testify on your behalf, confront and cross-examine your accusers, the right to be arraigned, charged, read in open court. If you are not a citizen, there are possible immigration consequences. You can be deported, excluded from the country, denied naturalization under federal law. You give up the right to appeal. Once you plead guilty, there's no turning back. Is this what you want to do?
I'm guilty.
Ma'am, I'm going to find you guilty. I'll send you to 3 days in jail. I'm going to give you credit for 1. I am going to suspend your license for 90 days. Do not drive until you get a license. Let me make one more thing clear to you, that DWI is huge business in the state of Texas. When you plead guilty to this type of offense, there is a $3,000 surcharge that tacks onto you. And if you don't pay it, every $100 you owe, you sit 1 day in jail.
Did you catch that? One guilty plea now comes with a $33,000 surcharge and possibly jail time just for being broke. Texas doesn't play when it comes to DWIs. But here's the kicker: should justice come with a price tag? Let's unpack that below.
I'm not going to hit you up, but a second DWI, you're looking at $6,000. If you come back with another one, get ready. It's a minimum of 30 days in jail, and you're also looking at potential up to $6,000. Get a clue. Good luck, man. Morning, Mr. Johnson. Mr. Johnson, you're charged with 3 total cases. You're charged with assault of a family member, failure to identify oneself as a fugitive from justice, and criminal mischief. It looks like you've worked out a plea bargain agreement. They're going to dismiss 2 of them. You're pleading guilty to the assault case. You need to understand that this carries many, many consequences. There's an affirmative finding of family violence, meaning that if you ever pick up another case like this again, you will be looking at a 3rd-degree felony, a minimum of 2 years in prison, a maximum of 10 years in prison. And it doesn't have to be a dragged down fight where you're punching and kicking. No. All you do is squeeze someone's arm and it hurts just a bit. They'll hit you with a 3rd-degree felony. You understand?
Sir.
You can never own a gun or ammunition as a result of this plea bargain agreement today again as well. No more guns, no more ammunitions. Do you understand? You give up a lot of rights by entering into this agreement. You give up the right to a trial, right to compel witnesses to testify on behalf, confront and cross-examine your accusers. If you're not a citizen, there are possible immigration consequences. You can be deported, excluded from the country, denied naturalization under federal law. You give up the right to appeal. Once you plead guilty, it will go on your record. You can never take it off. Is this what you want to do?
Sir.
How do you plead to the offense of assault of a family member, sir?
Yeah.
I'm going to find you guilty, sentence you to 6 days in jail. I'll give you credit for the 2 days that you've done. Like I said, there's an affirmative finding of family violence. So you pick up another one of these cases. You understand?
Sir.
All right, good luck, sir. Please see the clerk.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Judge, I have 2 other things. Mr. Quaylar is set for bond forfeiture last week. He's
No.
Okay.
Okay. That's it.
And then
5,001. Or no, I think it's more than that.
Mr. White, Mr. President, spoke to Richard. He's wondering if we can, the felony is reset until 3/25. There's already a deal in place that if, that takes care of, then ours goes away.
John?
Is that okay?
Yes.
No, sure. You got it.
Judge, there seemed to be an issue with the client coming to court tomorrow. I don't know if his appearance is required, but what we want to talk about.
It's not a big deal.
And he wanted me to also address whether or not you would give him another lawyer. I told him that you have a right to request that.
What's going on?
Yes, I just would like to request another lawyer.
The problem is though, is that, if I give you another lawyer, is the same thing going to happen? I don't,
No, we didn't do it. We didn't try it yet, so you can't say that's what's gonna happen. I don't like get into these things with people because most of the time people are compliant with federal law.
they have their way of doing things, right?
Exactly, I understand.
And so when you start getting into federal law, this and that, it may become an issue. And that's,
When people come to your court, do you care whether they respect what you're saying or not? No, they just have to follow the order. I have a federal judge's order based off of my life, and she made a decision, and it never gets respected. That's why I'm in here. The laws were violated to get here. And I'm a person too. A federal Judge Carolyn Beers, this is her decision.
what is he alluding to, Mr. D, about this federal decision that,
I have the paperwork. I can show you. I tried to give it to you last time and you said you couldn't accept it, but I have it. I can go get it for you.
I don't get involved with the minutia
I
of,
understand, but it's your courtroom and you're responsible for the court procedures. So I just don't want you and your court to get in trouble because, but I can show you, or I can show him.
no.
But some,
I'm not talking to the prosecutor, sir. You can't do that. So
I-
my only issue is this, understand that if I give you another lawyer now,
Yes.
right, if we end up in the same issue,
you have my word because it's gonna be better communication.
okay, so let's, Vic, let's go ahead and reappoint, okay? I still want to go through the hearing though, tomorrow though. So I will waive your appearance for tomorrow. You
Okay.
don't have to appear tomorrow, but you have to meet with a new lawyer now. so that you can get the information, so you can get together with whoever that person is. And then I want to continue this hearing tomorrow.
Am I supposed to be here?
Yes, yeah, because you were the one who's privy to this whole thing, right?
I was just informed when
That intro stuck like. Check not just a warning, but a promise. This judge is blending compassion with consequence. She offers housing, job support, even tech, but demands accountability. Would you offer a third chance here, or is the court being too forgiving? Sound off.
I understand, but I don't think that she understands what the scope of everything is, and I want to get to that.
Yes, sir.
How's jail? Not good, right? We're not asking much. All I'm asking you to do is show up and don't pick up any new cases. You now know you have no one that is going to bond you out. So when you go to jail, you are stuck like Chuck until this thing is over with. Your lawyer has asked for me to give you one more chance. Should I? What are you doing with yourself these days? Why? And where are you living with? Okay, so I have resources for you. We have places that can help you get a job, a phone, a tablet, places to eat, places to sleep. All you got to say is that you want it and we'll try to give it to you. But there's no excuse. That doesn't give you, I get it that you're homeless, but that doesn't give you the right to go in and take some, so don't. All I'm asking you to do is stay in touch with the lawyer that we're giving you and don't pick up any new cases. I will give you another chance, but I'm not going to play this again. You pick up a third case or you fail to appear again, you're going to end up staying with me. Do you understand? Okay. I have Shatoria. She's going to give you a list of places that can help you get a job and places to sleep and food to eat. So there's no excuse. You can always come back here. Whatever you need, come back and I'll give it to you. There's no excuse for you to pick up another case though. You understand? Okay. All right, Anna.
Judge, are we reinstating?
Yeah.
And what about bond conditions?
So bond conditions. So I don't want you to go back to any of the places that you picked up the theft cases from. You're not allowed to go back there. Do you understand? I don't want you to be in possession of any weapons as well. As long as you can abide by this and get a job, you and I are cool and stay out of trouble. All right, Mr. Rodriguez,
Yes, Your Honor.
you have been indicted on the assault case. We're going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you. Do you know which case we're talking about?
The first one?
So let me have them read it to you just to give you a bit of a heads up so you know what we're talking about.
Yes, Judge. On December 24th, 2024, the officer was dispatched to location and made contact with the complainant. The complainant stated he followed his sister when she left the house to come get her back, and the complainant ran into the defendant, the complainant's sister's ex-boyfriend, and told the defendant he could not be around the sister. The defendant walked up to the complainant really close. The complainant pushed the defendant to get some space, and the two got into a physical altercation. The complainant stated the defendant bit the complainant's left arm in between the altercation and then ran away. The complainant complained of pain and was advised by EMS to get stitches.
Okay, so I'm going to set you a bond now of $5,004, which is what all the other bonds are at. And then, Anna, it looks like the felony case is set for March 11th.
Okay.
You want to do the day after?
Yes. And his other misdemeanors are on March 12th as well. So that'll be perfect.
Got it. Okay, so we're going to do it one day after the felony, and then you guys,
That's fine.
we're going to try to work a global resolution so that it's all done at once, okay?
Thank you, Your Honor.
Okay, man. So just don't have any contact with the complaining witness in this case and no weapons. I don't know if you're
Yeah.
going to bond out, but those are the conditions on this.
Yes, Your Honor. Of
Okay,
course.
okay.
Judge for Taylor, was that a regular recess? And the state's.
Anna, what do you want to do with Mr. Taylor?
Can we do a regular reset? Because his cases are both fairly new and I don't have anything on them yet.
Okay, so this is Anna. That's the one lower left. She's your lawyer. That's who you need to stay in contact with. If she tell me she can't get a hold of you because you're ducking and dodging and you're out there and you're not keeping in contact, I'm going to revoke your bond. You understand? I'm not asking much. Okay. So he needs to sign conditions real quick and then they can both go back.
Okay. And what day on Mr. Taylor?
How's March 18th through the 20th?
Can I do the 20th?
All right, is that a required appearance?
Yes, please.
I would say yes. Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
There's somebody else back there that has hers also.
Yeah.
This-
Okay. Yeah, she knows.
Yeah.
Thank you, Mr. Rodriguez. Okay, guys, take care.